Welcome, everyone, to another Thursday new teaching show. I am joined by Laura, Dale, and Maddie once again from Two Feathers Medicine and the special Colonic Part 2 episode. So, everyone, untighten your sphincters, get ready for some blowing of chunks, and we're here to talk about life in general when it comes to light language colonics. And Dale, let me know from your experience from our first light language colonic show what you think we might get people experiencing in the next one.
Hi guys, hello. I feel that tonight we're potentially going to get a lot of people going in some deep releases, clearing out some old shit, some projections from other people. We're going to go deep into that upper colon, lower colon, and we're just basically going to give out a massive purge. And we're going to use the light language as the kind of focus into the colon to basically have a colonic. We're going to be able to shit this out more and more. Sorry for swearing if we get banned. So a massive purging of all of our shit. And being able to use light language in such a different way than we've never used it before, and opening the realms of possibilities within light language as well. The first show for me opened it up so much, and Andrew's bringing more and more teachings out about light language and kind of elevating the teachings, which from before I had no idea we could do this. So really looking forward to it, guys. It's an honor again to be on the show, and here we go.
Maddie, let us know your perception and point of view on light language colonicing.
I'm really excited for today's show. I'm feeling pumped and ready for it. This is where we get to showcase what light language can really do. I mean, it has all of these mystical aspects to it, but it can be used scientifically. Like, we can really focus it on certain parts of the body and use our skills and techniques to do a multitude of things, like vibrations and things that go in and just it adds a whole nother layer to what we can actually do, and especially the intestinal tract and how fundamental it is to our spiritual growth and to our health and well-being in general. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this.
And Laura, let us know your perceptions, points of view on light language colonicing.
Well, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Great. So for me, light language is about the equations of the time. So it's about the audience we're with. It's about the four of us here together today, and anything else, any other energies interacting with us, which will give us in this time-space equation energy that's needed. And I think at the moment it's very relevant because we've got the spring equinox this week, which is a time of renewal. It's a time of throwing out the old, bringing in the new, reseeding. There's so much. There's overload, isn't there? There's overload in the global narrative. There's overload in the fear that's coming out from the global narrative. There's just overload everywhere we turn. Prices going up, inflation going up over here, interest rates going up, and so on. And so many people getting into a sort of survival angle that I think what this will do, this light language today, will help people, help shake it loose. Like the other guys have said, light language contains frequencies that we can't see, but we can feel. Mm-hmm. And that will interact with our own frequency. So we are going to shift stuff. And if you're going to tune into us and listen and co-create with us, then you can get a great clearing out too.
Okay. So the way this technique works is I will be setting up the guided imagery, adding in a light language, and then I'll pass it to Dale, then I'll pass it to Maddie, then I'll pass it to Laura, and then I'll give the next visual process. I will be using the English side. They will be using the exclusive light language side. They'll be taking the imagery I've created through words and creating the flow that is going to create this light language colonic. Now, we ask everybody to share your chat room experiences. The last time we had a tremendous amount of people have immediate body responses. So we want you all to share your experiences, or if you want to wait till after the show, you could also go into the comments section. And if you look at the last Light Language show, you'll see a tremendous amount of people having all sorts of things. And yes, today is my birthday, and it's a palindrome day, 3/23/23. Yes. So this is a birthday healing colonic for all of you out there. Okay? So sit back, relax, put your tray tables up into the upright position, untighten your sphincters, pull the stick out of your ass, and just relax for a second. Okay? Dale has his stick fully removed. Okay? So somebody was asking about the spine. We have a spinal column healing video out. You can check it out in the store. Okay? All right. For the colonic to start, I want you to just come into your body. Feel your spirit coming into the body, taking over each and every cell structure in your body. I want you to open up your crown chakra and feel water filling up the crown chakra, filling up the inside of your head. Shohukita. Filling up the brim of your eyebrows until your head is full of water. And as the head reaches a pressurized state, the water is going to come down your spinal column, spread into your lungs, down your arms, down the spinal column into the tailbone, into your abdomen. All this excess water is now coming down the esophagus, going into the stomach, neutralizing the acid. Washikohoka Shanata. And go ahead, Dale.
Shikumba, Chikumbeche, Shakumbaka, Kangube Alakue, Shanga Bawachi, Shanga Kue Shaka, Shalaka Kingo, Kemba Kule Ashikenga, Lokanga Kumbawanya, Singu Kekanga, Shimboangingo, Changa, Tarabawachi Anga.
Ungtakanga haritetel. Suk unga haichitele maki intekunga. Uritke elemela. Sunanama. Unga haichichelim. O inga tachin. O hatikel. O hachik anbel.
Oh, Kanya Chana Chkachk Anya Yochina Akanya. Oh, Ancha, oh, Chikonya Anya, ah, China Kikanyo. Nya Anya Kanya Cha. Akaya, I can chana.
Now that we've begun the neutralizing process of the acid, we are bringing the body into an alkaline state. All of the blood in your veins and arteries is reaching an alkaline state. All of your muscles, sinews, and fibers are opening up and releasing toxins. The liver is opening up and dumping out excess negative excretions into the intestinal tract. A giant blue ball forms on the top of your crown chakra, stretches open the crown chakra, comes into the brain, down the spinal column, and into your stomach. Visualize this blue ball becoming denser and denser and denser. It shrinks to the size of the tube of your duodenum. It goes from the stomach into the duodenum, into the upper intestinal tract. This blue ball is giving off strokes of lightning, ball lightning, dislodging acidic structures, attracting the excreting fluids from the blood and the muscles and the endocrine system. All of the organs are dumping their excess negative fluids and secretions into the intestinal tract. And this blue ball snakes through your intestinal tract, drawing more and more and more of the negative frequencies. The ball is getting denser and denser. At about halfway through the upper intestinal tract, a red ball forms in your crown chakra and shoots down into the stomach, out through the duodenum, and blends with the blue ball. The red ball and the blue ball begin orbiting each other, spinning, attracting, creating a pressure system as it moves through the upper intestinal tract, dislodging mucus filled with old negative memories, projections from others, projections from yourself. And now a purple ball forms in your crown chakra, comes down your crown, into your stomach, and combines in the upper intestinal tract to make the red, the blue, and the purple ball, 3 balls spinning together, attracting higher frequency negativities, spiritual hauntings from negative dream worlds, dislocating the dream worlds from connecting to you and reconnecting you to your natural dream frequencies. Kuka chiko kaka nashna moko not.
Shiku ale sakonga, chabawa chile kanga, chule sakanga bawa cheka, kumbe chalakangu chi, shingo ba chinge, chalakumbe, ha kule sakunja, shamba chuli, hengo mawa, shinga chile kangu, chimba chikango, pa chile sunga chile, humba chilakingo njasi, shikumba chile ango chikekunga, shila ambuachi ango, buachi ango, shimba chiloko a chinge, shimba chilakunje anga, tu shi a, shutisha a, tushi a, shua, shingo achi ba, chungela, chi.
Achjindelele matete lel ungorik ela unkikichungo udukort ngod wahile sangari kibelwa.
Hey, tai, chai, konya, chi, ka, chi, onya, oi, chi, ka, oi, oin, shai, gan, gya, jan, chan, shai, chak, chia, kuch, na, onya, on, cha, oi, chi, kai, cha, koina, ina concha aicha onna oini kanya oicha ayancha ancha nya o onya kanya anya.
Icho huki shaheka. This purple, red, and blue sphere combined into one multicolored object. It achieves the exact middle of your intestinal tract between the upper and the lower. This ball gets denser and denser, attracting frequencies from the tips of your fingers and toes. Create a suction process in all of your meridians, attracting all the negative dense frequencies into these balls. This multicolored ball makes its way back up the intestinal tract and into the stomach to remind us the center of our space. Comes up the esophagus, into the crown, and out into our aura, and it comes back down into our root. And in our root, it forms a 7-colored sphere. Our root goes into our rectum and begins to release stress, anxiety, frustration, shame, blame, guilt. We've completed a cycle from center to up to out to within. Now the cycle goes from the rectum to the lower intestinal tract. Bolts of colored lightning strike into the mucus layer, drawing out all the negative frequencies into the organs, opening up all the venturies and pathways that have been clogged by mucus. Our internal system, our organ system, is in a full release that will not cause us harm, pain, or stress. The ball moves up the lower intestinal tract and goes to the middle section. The ball sends out lightning streaks in all directions to the edge of the inside of our skin, until every section of the inside of your skin has been caressed by these lightning bolts, removing anxiety, fear, doubt, loneliness. You're replacing it with beauty, happiness, and high frequency. This ball increases pressure on the meridian system, drawing more and more of those most dense negative frequencies, traumas from childhood, traumas in the dream world. This ball now separates into 7 dimensions and enters the dreaming frequency simultaneously. All negative dream worlds you've been trapped in that are hell realms, negative frequency realms of confusion, doubt, and hesitation, negative realms of bad astral sex, or any other frequency that should take you away from natural dreaming frequencies, is now flushed with lightning frequencies, disintegrating, dissipating, and disconnecting you from those dream worlds, severing the connection. And like hot air balloons, they separate from your body and your intestinal tract and leave your auric field. Chuhika, wukji, chichaho, chomi gaga.
Ishoke achumba chilekaku. Chimbaku chi ala shuke cha gabawachi. Shingoba chilokakinga. Shingo echi a Shingo bachi eno chulasi echuka bangaku chipaka kumbewa Shingo echaka kunge ala kamba wachi lokonga chamba chule sakanga chule ashikango bakikakia kumba bachi a chumbachi akanga kue chalaku shemba wachi ela kuchanga chi embawa shalakinga ku chimbawa chika kunge hakingo shimba chule sha kunge chakamba wachi ha shunga chishu.
Bishinchakabumwa. Shagi nakajikalin kepete kwalya kambanga hakaki chikel utegele makachingelem. Gajinga nikambo hugichikili ngishkuhaleme. Arikichikelem katahin lekele chunkwaki tepetekelem rikohanga chikelem melo. Sukondriki tepechikilem takalel. Sankarahil ulel melo. Skorkilama. Tukachikilem matitupukwala. Sankariki petecheliel matitela. Songorikipetin, taatichitagliamiketul, tatingual, guarkel, umbakohel, songor.
Ai, tai, chan, kanya, chanya, kanya, acha, ya, inonya, chinga, kanya, aya, aya, konya, anya, acha, onchina, ko, ochika, ko, ansha, ai, kanya, chiki, akino, onya, lani, chani, kani, chikoi, chiking, king, ching, conchi. 去看清清空清空看chan chan 看呀 chan chan 呀chan chan 你出来 chan 去看 chan 也看 chan 看 chan 哦呀
Johika, Chanikdi. All of those negative dream worlds are now free from you. These multicolored spheres in multiple directions now reconnect you to your natural ancestral dream worlds. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, ancestral explorers and teachers from all around the universe refill that space, helping you regain trust in spirit. The multicolored spheres come back to the intestinal tract, and they move to the midway through the lower intestinal tract, and they send out sound frequency, ultrasonic frequencies that penetrate the cellular structures, looking for the deep, hidden traumas. Deep, hidden traumas. This ultrasonic frequency helps you discover where they are and the negative things they've created in your living space and dream space. A pink energy begins to emanate inside your lower intestinal tract, saturating all the fluid and mucus in there. This pink energy is absorbed into your blood, into your endocrine, spread throughout all of your body. This pink energy fills up the entire being that is you, disconnecting you from the traumas so you may begin to heal. Shihuko kashnihu chi moki dayatatash unka.
Shingo achi shakakango laki chalaka kumbakaki shimbawachi ela unga chiango cheanga kule shakango achi shimba kunje Shiko Angela Sunge Bawa Chinge Chulakanga Kumbawa Shi Ela Kunge Ashala Unga Bawanchi E Shumba Chile A Kunge Shala Kumbawa Chingo Halisha Kunge Shamba Chulisa Kumba Chilukunga Wacha.
Dunst go helm. Or the pete le mate to
Alikina chita tiona kacha oincha onya chakanya o chika kachana jan nyanya kanya chanya o chika kacha nya china cha konya cha o ni mini wani kini concha Chini kanya ka chike na oni chana yeah koni kika aka koni kika acha no ka konko.
Maki mo jene jakukchi. The pink energy saturating your body, mind, and spirit turns into this royal purple energy. This royal purple energy connects you to your guides, guardians, bringing you the message of internal peace. A ball of energy appears in your rectum. This ball of energy is pure white. Spirit incarnate. A lightning light entering your lower intestinal tract. A globe of continual, perpetual light, sending away all the shadows of the intestinal tract, all the shadows of the parasympathetic, all the shadows of your mind, all the shadows of your sympathetic, and all the shadows of your programs. This white light grows with intensity, bringing light from inside you up the lower intestinal tract, snaking through the caverns and tunnels, bringing white, hot light to its darkness. The darkness flees to the light. The globe of white, hot light goes into the upper intestinal tract, neutralizing any acidity trying to return you to acidic levels. Any negative dream worlds trying to reconnect are filled with light until they disintegrate into light. This ball of light, white, hot light, comes into your stomach and opens you up to all the food you have eaten in the past and all the food you will eat in the future. Meal after meal after meal. How many of those are sacred meals that have true prayer energy in them? Let this vision remind you, sacred prayer food is an incredible way to cleanse oneself and prepare oneself. This white, hot light comes up the esophagus and into your mouth and saturates your tongue. This white hot ball of light is in your mouth, relaxing the jaw and the teeth. The teeth start absorbing this white, hot light, activating the nerves in the jaw, activating the brain as this white, hot light goes behind your eyes, activates your third eye, opens up your crown, and more intense, universal, white, hot light comes inside your brain. This white, hot light fills your central nervous system, looking for the shadows, finding the shadows, and exposing them to the light. This white, hot ball of light goes from the top of your crown to the base of your rectum, up and down, up and down, up and down, like a waveform, thousands of times, shaking the internal frequencies to get out all of the shadows. No shadow could resist this white, hot ball of light moving from the crown to the root, root to the crown to the root, root to the crown to the root, over and over again. Shakao ni tichiko chiki na hasni koko shani te hoku ni ja.
Shimbo achi, shingo achala, shamba wachi elo, kumba chaka, chunge achungabawa, Shilokonga Chaki Shambawachi La Kunga Samawachi Eshukinga Shumbawachi La Sanga Kunge Achinga Shimbawachi Shikakunge Halabawa Shanga Chule Sakamba Wachi Le Kunga Acha Unga Achi Aku Umbawachi Shanga Kule Shakanga Ua Ua Ua.
Chai kain cha. Chai kain chonya I chai konya. China. Chinao cha. Chinao cha. Oh no. Chikao. Chine. Chio. Chine. Chio. Chine. Chio. Chine. I cha kai cha. Cha chika. I china konya. Nyo cha nya konya chonya. Concha nika cho cha china ka anya anya.
手艺呀地那哒哒cha wow. This white hot ball of light slows its frequency down and stops just under your belly button. Begins to change colors. Yellow, red, blue, green, indigo, and violet. This white, hot ball of light slowly dissipates into the entire intestinal tract. Saturating the intestinal tract with this white, hot light. Peace comes upon you. Harmony comes within you. Gratitude comes from within you. Now is the time to activate your internal frequencies of joy, happiness. Greet that white, hot, dissipating light with joy, happiness. Match its frequency. Allow this healing to penetrate every aspect of your psyche, the complex being that is you. Here is your chance, your choice of opportunity to match equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order for the purpose of healing the self. You are worth it. Value yourself now. Open to this healing. Match this healing, and new visions and dreams will come to you. I want you to now imagine a tornado in the top of your crown chakra, spinning, creating a tube connecting into your brain, going down your spinal column, and coming to just underneath the belly button with a little bit of a turn. See the end of that tornado connecting to the base of your belly button, reconnecting you to the fetus in your mother's womb. Bring that fetus into this tornado frequency and let it spread to the entire intestinal tract, to your original dream world, so you may find your many purposes in this place. The tornado settles and becomes a perfect spring morning, saturating the fetus in your womb, into your intestinal tract. Say hello with love to the original dreaming you, and watch it send eternal love to you, dreaming now. Shakmu Nita Waktateat Tungtaya Nash.
Shingo achila kumbawa che a kumbe achinga chala kambawa chi ela kumbe ashanga kunge achila kusha kumba singo achi enlo alabawachi enga kumbe chala shukimba chulaka chumbe alakinga chulesakanga chulesakingo hachi shalakamba wachinga Shiloka sinja hakumba, chilakumba kaki a shambawachi, shalakum, shibawachi angu achila sunga bawacha.
Mane, tuoli alemete lili heli hampukuja. Sangari te petehel. Sate chile amantika halik punkahin te heli machukuhel. Sahale mehel mukohel. Maare ke belera mahal. Ule hamate chuhalima o hinchi deleme. Korike peta hali lamati tushin. Parike poko shonka tetela. Marko hali elemete tetela. Sahale mahal chintele mapapwa.
Oina Janika Cho Chakaya Oya Cha Oya Chanyan Oya Og Oichaka Yonika Inonya Cho Oika Cha Onya Oikinya Ponyanya Onya E Anya Kai Cha 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 Aya Acha Kai Cha Anya Anya
Toki Nita Chawaka. Now it is time for this part of the healing to come to an end. Let yourself relax. Accept the healing for what it is. Come back to awareness. Come back to this time and space. And share with us your experience. After you've had a second or two or a minute, go on to the chat room, whether you're in Rumble or YouTube, and tell us what you experienced. That was powerful, guys. Very, very powerful. So, Dale, what was it like for you?
So, as you were speaking, I was just feeling like a form of wave, like a wave of what you were saying, and my hands, which were coming out, and they were basically stopped halfway in front of me, and they were just listening to what you were saying, and I was going through all the imagery, going through the release, and I had just weird, lovely, warm sensations come through me. I'm really warm now, through the spine. And when you did, I loved that when you went up and down from the crown to the root, up and down like fucking one of those balls you do at the arcades. Go doot doot doot. That was really cool. So I was just listening to that. Then as I was saying it, I was then bringing that download from my hands through into a wave out my mouth with the hands out my mouth. But that imagery and it's fucking incredible. I feel really good, really warm. I'm boiling. I had to like roll my sleeves down. Just nice warm feelings through my spinal column. I felt like there was a padlock which got released as I went down the spinal column, which was really needed to be cleared out. So very powerful, and I feel great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Maddie, what was it like for you?
Incredibly powerful. Especially to do the light language as well as then feel the healing going on at the same time. So it was very unique. The imagery was very clear, and I felt everything. And I don't really know what to say, to be honest. It blew my mind. Yeah, it was one of the most beautiful healings I've ever done. And the light language was allowing you to kind of guide, and you were opening, and then what you were bringing was then replicated, and I also got a chance to not only just follow your lead, but also play with the different types of light language that I can do, but also how I do them. So there's some where I was actually intentionally doing something, and others where I just opened the heart and then let it rip. So yeah,
that's that co-creating and non-competitional experience.
Yes.
We've all opened the field of healing here, and the field of healing goes in every direction. And the directions you were pointing out, or Matt, or Dale, or Laura were pointing out, were all the different directions the many perceptions need. Dale, you were talking about that ball of light going from top to bottom, bottom to top. That's the most incredible way to clear out negative frequencies, because it creates a pumping action, a unique, powerful frequency that opens up to motion and transmission. Earl, what was the healing like for you? What did you experience? Can you hear me? You're muted. We can't hear you. Okay. We'll come back to you in a second, Laura. All right, relax. Your computer got a douching. Is there anybody in the chat room that would like to share their experience? Share your experiences. Powerful healing, body twitching, tears, huge release, felt space, and my cat Tuna was loving it. That's loving the lightning imagery. Yes, these are some of the things that tools you could add to your toolbox, everybody. Okay? Now there'll be many, many more people who'll be listening to this on the restream and the second stream. Meditation Works put you right out. Yeah, it's because we're good at this. So anybody else that would want to share some of their energies, some of their unique frequencies and experience? We're going to do another one here in just a little bit, but let's talk about more of what the types of energies and the imageries that were created that helped create a flow. Dale, what were some of the other imageries that got to you?
I loved the tornado, Andrew, and I loved that the aspect of connecting the tornado as the fetus in the womb connection, and going through and bringing yourself back, the dreaming body back, clearing out the hauntings, and obviously the nasty dream world. I loved the acidicness and clearing the actual gut itself from acidicness to alkaline. I thought that was very powerful, and I've not really used that in a way. The tornado connecting to the fetus, I've never used that before, so that was a new experience for me, and the new experience was incredible shit, man. I'll be using that. I'll be putting that in that's gone in the toolbox.
Dale, Maddie, what about for you?
So all of it was special, but one part that really stuck out was when you went into the dream world, and once you cleaning out the dream world, and then we began the light language, it was very clear ancestral connection coming in. And so it was all about the ancestral dream worlds, and that's what was coming through in my light language. And then you mentioned ancestors as well. So that was interesting for me, because it just seemed there was a real reach out for that ancestral dream world connection at that point. And I just found that was just unique for me.
Laura, now are you able to speak? Well, how was that for you? Is you still muted? What? Joel has it. You're unmuted, Laura. He says you're unmuted, so I don't know what's going on.
And we've lost Andrew as well.
Yeah, reload browser. Joel recommends, Laura.
It's just me and you, Dale.
So yeah, that was incredible, man. Like just the new experiences and how to elevate with the imagery connected to the light language, because most of the time it's just doing the light language, but to have the combination
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, you can hear you fine, yeah.
Okay.
The combination together, it's just, yeah, it's exciting because we're learning new things all the time through these shows, and what Andrew's talking about. There's just more and more layers, and it's cool shit, man.
And it shows the mechanics of it as well, where you can take these sort of the tornado imagery, the sphere imagery, all these different imageries that I mean, I've never done the tornado before, but the lightning and the spreading of the light. But then when Andrew adds in those other parts of the teachings, it changes the whole thing, doesn't it? and bringing in the fetus in the womb to just at any moment during any part, you can just empower something and then bring in the fetus. It's just infinite and beautiful.
And combining it with that pink energy that was saturating the blood was very important to make that connective frequency so that it makes it more and more real to you. Because the challenge of all these meditations is, what does it take for you to make it real in you?
Mm-hmm.
Laura, are you back?
No.
No. It's a mute. You're Write it down. How was your experience, Laura? Write it down. Put it in the chat. Go on.
Maybe you got to switch to your iPad. Okay, she's on her iPad.
Pesky gremlins.
Pesky gremlins. It's okay. Anyways, let me turn my damn. All right, so adding those different aspects of the teachings in, vitally important, like the tornado. Did I know I was going to put the tornado in? No. Universe said, stick the tornado in. Okay? And I've used the tornado many, 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 many times in many different healings. But it's one of those things that I pull out when you need to start drawing from the higher spirit realm. Is that Laura?
Can you hear me?
Laura?
Yay! Yes,
Woo!
yes.
Woo! Round of applause. Yes.
I thought I can't do a whole show writing it down and showing you.
Well, you just beat your gremlin.
Yes.
So tell us about your experience of doing the light language colonic. What did you feel through it?
Loved it, and I also felt that the frequency of what I was saying was bringing it all back to me again. So like almost like a repetition. I particularly like going back to the fetus in the womb. I really love that. I love that experience of going back to that 0 point, that no time, that void. Beautiful. Love the color imagery as well.
Yeah. So the blue balls and red ball and all those three spheres, those were to attract the most densest spiritual energies that accumulate from shame, blame, and guilt. And using that color frequency to attract all of those negative energies to the center and then dissipate and release them. It's a technique you can go and use on yourself at any point in time. Okay. Now I wonder, did anybody have any body reactions?
I did. I was having.
I can't read the chat from here.
I've got it going. I had like a, when you're hungry and you get the and then bits coming up, not quite as the same as if you're clearing dense negative energy, but it was constant.
Dale, what about for you?
I'll just quickly read this comment, Andrew. So Jenny, immense pressure from the top of the shoulder. I can't see because there's something in front of it. She's got a headache, heat ears ringing, nausea and itchy eyes. And it says butthole at the end. And butthole.
That means she's ready for a big release and she's still holding on to something. She was a little. See, what I went into the all trauma process, the most youngest of your traumas. And sometimes people hold on to a trauma. They learn to live with it, and it's a growing thing in them. But when we start to let go of the traumas on the bigger level and start to dissipate their frequency, your programs struggle to stay in power. Okay? And what she said, that tingling energy, all of that is all the excess energy that's stored in those places, and it doesn't want to let it go. Anybody else have anything that they want to share in the chat room? Go ahead and type it down in there. And then people who are listening to us on the rebroadcast, please go ahead into the comment section and let us know what you were experiencing.
I can still feel it now. I can feel like a energy in the dreaming body area, and it's still intense now. It never stopped.
I mean, we did a tremendous amount of, body clearing, stream clearing frequency and replacing it with some of the higher frequency energies.
Yeah, I can feel it.
I actually felt like I was losing weight, which was weird for my stomach.
The negative spiritual weight holding you down.
The colonic got you. The colonic got you good.
Even without.
That'll be 222, please, Laura.
One second here. What is the chat room saying?
So Amy says pulsing eyes, vibrating, and optical pressure.
That means a lot of different things. The best way to describe it is that it's still working on her good.
Reese is farting. Got to get yourself off to the toilet, Reese. After the show.
Sexual trauma stored in this coccyx. Yes.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of it is stored. That's why I added a lot of root frequency and to make that white ball go top to bottom, bottom to top, so it really shatters some of that more of those hardened traumatic energies that are in there. All right, we're going to work on the second one now. This one's going to be a little different. Okay. The imagery that I'm going to create from this, there's no pre-preparation for this. This is 100% spiritually winging it.
Cool.
But as you all know me, I'm not really winging it, am I?
No.
Well, I was looking at you, Andrew. You know, while you're reading, I was like, is he reading off a screen here? Pretty good, this shit. I was having a glance, like, is he reading it? It's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, what I want this time is I'm gonna describe it in light language, and then I'm gonna pass it to Maddie, Dale, and Laura. Oh, sorry, we're gonna do the same thing to Dale, Maddie, then Laura. But I also want you to use English and then the light language conversion of it. So I will do the English and the light language, and then you'll progress it with English and light language. So there's many different frequencies hitting the creation here. Now, do I have a plan? No. Does Spirit have a plan? Yes, it does. Okay. And it'll be revealed in its own patterning process. All right, everybody. So sit back, relax, put your tray tables into the upright position, get your drinks, put a cork in your ass. Oh no, YouTube's going to kill us now. All right. I want you to enter that deep, relaxing state and open yourself up to the next healing energy. I want you to see your rectum opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing, closing and opening. And as it's closing and opening, it's bringing in energy, not expelling energy, bringing in energy from the deep root of this planet Earth. See this celestial frequency coming into your lower intestinal tract, growing roots into you. These roots into you help draw out the negative and bring it back to the earth, reconnecting you to the natural way of living. See these roots growing into the entire part of the lower intestinal tract. Mushdika kashwohoko, shinika wo ni nichakoko shasha. Now, Dale, add to that imagery in English and then finish with light language before it goes to Maddie, then Laura.
So just allowing now with the intention and focus on the upper colon. And I'd like you as just to bring a golden wave of energy into the upper colon and through all the way to the lower colon. And I'd like you just to continue flushing and flushing and flushing. Then even more on top. So there's 1,000 golden waves going through the upper colon to the lower colon. Just allowing it to clear out all the density of the dream worlds. Allowing it to clear out all the lack. And just allow layer upon layer, more upon more of this golden wave going through the entire colon, through the entire cycle, through to the dreaming body, connecting you to the Earth's dreaming mind, connecting you to the Aurora Borealis. Just continuing on with this golden frequency, layer upon layer, dream upon dream, clearing out the old memories of negative dreams as you're coming back through the dreaming body, clearing these out, washing these away so you're bringing and attuning yourself to the natural frequency of here and the now, the natural frequency in the land in which you walk upon. Shiku adla kumba, shinga kule saka kunge ha, shumba wachi ingo a, shaka kunge la kunge a, shimbo chakangu chi ela sunga, bawachi le kumba chi akumbe, shamba buachi, shikumba la kichakunga chakapawa, shingu achi le asunge, shi akumbawa, chilakumbawa chi a shunga, chumbawa chi
I want you now to focus back upon the roots within the colon. And I want you to see these roots that connect to the earth, spreading throughout all of your intestinal system, snaking their way around the whole of it, into every single crevice, twist and turn. Allow these roots to fill up. Now, see where these roots connect to the earth. And we're going to send a frequency through the whole of the intestinal system to loosen any feces, any energy, anything physical or non-physical that will not let go. Feel this vibration of the earth throughout your entire intestinal system.
Can you feel the frequencies now? That beautiful natural life force. Let's give our ancestors recognition now too. For they are with the earth, with us now. The earth send up through all those beautiful roots as if they were tree roots. Now, up through the large intestine, through the small. Can you see the energetic life force coming up? Can you feel how it feeds your intestines into the rest of your body? Can you feel that natural earth calling you back to align with the natural way of living, align with the natural earth frequencies, to align with the incarnation grid, to align with everything that you know is good and true and beautiful about this earth at this time? Can you feel the renewal of life? Can you feel the new she is giving you, the new shoots of exquisite life force that the earth is sharing with you as you share your roots from small intestine, the colon, the large intestine, the anus, all that is going down into the earth is also being returned to you from the renewed spring imbalance energy, all there for your renewal.
I want you to see the tips of these roots in your intestinal tract. Be empowered with the celestial mind of this planet. Just as you've seen roots, balls of roots grow through concrete, the roots that are now in your intestinal tract are empowered to penetrate into your organs, into the most dense traumas of your life. These roots spin their way in, separate the concrete, hard energy, and penetrate into the core of the concrete in all of the organs and begin to suck out the negative frequency, sending it down to the earth. These roots can penetrate anything and everything in all of the organs and all of the body. Nothing can stop them. Surrender to the earth energies, penetrating the most dense traumas of your life. See these roots going through the lungs, the liver, kidneys, heart, all of the internal organs. All have roots in them, drawing out the most negative, dense traumas you have. See these roots growing into the artery system and the vein system, filtering the blood into the bones and the marrow, drawing out the most dangerous traumas you have ever experienced. No matter how strong that trauma is, it cannot resist the power of this planet, pulling it out of wherever it is fortressed and out through the roots down into the center of the earth. Shimo muki ine wokoshni shamugi naji shaunda shereda kush kunita kochnaka shinitiko kushni maiya naju shamoko konyo.
And just still allowing the intention of the roots coming from the earth, coming through all of the body. And I'd like you now is to bring a rainbow frequency from the feet through the roots so it connects through the entire body as well. Then just allowing this rainbow frequency just to purge the old, create with the new, create inspiration and this springtime. So just allowing more and more of this rainbow frequency through these roots firmly on the ground. You're stilling the body, allowing yourself still to be in the body, experiencing this, choosing to be in the body. And just allowing this rainbow frequency to turn off the programs, turning off the parasympathetic, and allowing a full-on letdown of who you are. And I'd like you now is to transform and turn this frequency into a green. So allow the roots coming from the feet, from the earth mother, through the body, but there's a green energy coming through, like a pulse. One pulse, pulse, pulse. Just allow it to pulse and pulse, continuing, giving you more of this healing frequency, this heart-spaced awareness color. Accept it. Allow yourself to accept the earth, accept you. Allow yourself to accept your body, all parts of your body, and just allowing the intention and the manifestation of you going around the body and telling it that as well, overlaying it with the green. I accept you. I accept what I have. Shingo a shakaka kumba wachile shunge achakanga kumba hashilo shunga bachi Shimba wachi la kunge chalakango achimba chule asila kunga la kunga bawa shange achule sango bachilo kanga bawa chashingo ancha bawa chi elo konga shimbo achila kumba wachi shimba wachi ala kumba chi engo a shi ala kumba cha.
These roots are now spread throughout all of your body. There is nowhere that they can't reach. I want you now to send your awareness down these roots. And they eventually come to a big tree, a large tree. This is in your dream world. For this is the tree of life, connecting you to your ancestral dream worlds. See this huge tree. See the bark move with visions of bodies as if it's alive. See it breathe the energy around it. Around the base of this great tree are all of your ancestors. They send healing light, healing love, appreciation, non-competition, equal co-creation into this tree. They send love, their prayers, their hopes, their dreams. See this energy come from the roots of these trees into every part of your body. And feel the presence of the ancestors now, in this moment. Bu aritele matichokaile sunkarite pachinkelea sata chidele matakahalite wongarikela songarabitichilo marikela songarakipetele matachin karikinketekelia pakatana shangarakitele maka burkutukunga shangarakile mahachalile urkungala ringel sonkura.
So let's go back into those roots that are mother. And these roots are starting to touch in the earth. And imagine as the days grow longer and the sun shines, it increases the warmth and the fire energy within earth. And we're going to do those roots. Earth Mother shares this solar system with the sun and many other planets, but with the sun. This is our solar sun that shines upon the earth. Pull up some of that solar energy ups. And as it comes up through our body in momentum, it gains in colour, bright red fire, energy is coming, taking away, burning away anything that's no longer our greater good, no longer serving our journey up through our body, disintegrating no longer serves us, up through and round into one's blazing hot solar energy up through our throat chakra, clearing away that stops us from having our true authentic voice, preventing us from having that proper earth connect flowing through us, up through round our eyes, the back of our nose, up through spheres. This fire energy is burning away all negativity and coming like a volt out of our crown chakra, connecting us from our crown chakra to our root, our solar system to our sun, and to the warmth and the nourishment. Onya cha kanya cha wa chna kanya kai cha nya I cha kai.
All of these frequencies and energies are here for you to add, multiply, and take in. See these roots that have gone to every part of your internal structure of your body, to every muscle. I want you to see branches grow out of your body, and you become the tree, full of leaves, in photosynthesis, absorbing light from the sun, nourishing the inside body, filling the roots up with solar connection, earth connection, now connection. Feel this now connection clearing away the global narrative, clearing away the polycrisis, clearing away the personal crises, and all those other people projecting on you their crisis, their issues. There is no crisis. There is only peace. Feel the wind blow through your branches, helping you sway left to right, right to left, front to back. See yourself in a massive jungle of trees, branches touching branches, millions of trees interconnected. Allow this interconnected feeling to come into you. Feel your cousin and aunt trees, your uncles and brothers and sister trees, all sharing the purpose of being a tree with you. Feel their wisdom enter you, solidifying into your body. You are interconnected with every tree in this world. You have never not been connected. Allow yourself to remember through vision every time you were a tree, every time you felt this interconnectedness to the entire space of this planet. The only thing limiting you here now is your belief. What will it take for you to believe that every tree is interconnected with you, sharing wisdom with you at this moment, helping you over the hump of belief into the leap of faith? Feel the interconnected branches to every other branch in the jungle and the forest. Feel their roots connecting them to the earth. Allow your consciousness in this body to grow and strengthen with conviction to be present in this world, to define your purpose, to find your way in this world, to do something that has impact on your friends and family, that shows the good person inside you, that reveals the true unity in you and the desire to do good, to no longer be a follower, but a leader. Connect to the most ancient grandfather and grandmother trees in this jungle of interconnectedness. See the matriarchs and the patriarchs in the grove of the matriarchs and patriarchs connect to you. The most ancient of trees of wisdom comes to you now. You are worthy of it. You are worthy. Feel their ancient wisdom come into you and help dissipate the unworthiness in you. They gracefully give you this energy and this connection, for you have gone on the journey and proven you can be a tree. Feel their wisdom penetrate into your unworthiness and make it worthiness. You are worthy to be interconnected, loved, never again alone. Shomuka tamoyi shamakayata washminitacha kukunye juga shawataka.
So now you stand in this jungle, the feet firmly on the ground, and you notice on a branch there's a swing, and all of a sudden you transform into the child, into you as a child, and you walk over to this swing next to this great tree, and you take a seat, and you begin to go back to this childhood feeling of going backwards and forth in the forest. The wind energy clearing you as you go back and forth. Smile, reminding you of how beautiful the world is, reminding you of how beautiful the natural way is, reminding us to remove the seriousness from ourselves. So just go backwards and forwards as a child, and you're feeling the wind. The sun is going through the trees, warming your skin, and you feel safe. You feel the mystery of the child, that innocence. Fill your entire form. Allow it to fill the feet, fill the legs, feel the colon, fill the stomach, the heart, the pericardium. Allowing the body to just be filled with this innocence, inspiring feeling of moving forward in a new direction. Backwards and forwards you go, more of the wind picks up and it clears more of you, more of the old chatter of doubt, more of the self-defeating programs of lack, self-hatred or judgment. Just feel yourself fully enveloped being the child again. And just allowing yourself to enjoy the motion in this sacred forest. The birds making songs, reminding you of the natural way. So just continuing backwards and forwards and more relaxed as you go back and forwards. More dreamy you find yourself in. Shiko achilaka, chumbawachi, shakanga, tule asaka, chumbawachi engo, changa chile sum, ba chunga chila kunge, shabawachi ela, kunga chianga, chimbawachi ela kunga chingo, anchi a, kumbawachi, shakanga chilo, sakanga bawachi, shango chakisa, sumbawa chaka, kumbe achile, sunga chile, Boma changa, kumba chi akumba.
So I want you to keep swinging on this swing, but see yourself as you are now, exactly as you look. But you can feel this innocence within you. This inner child energy has not left, it's still there. And as you swing back and forth on this great tree, in the grove of the matriarchs and the patriarchs, I want you to see the sun coming through the leaves. Feel the wind on your face. It's a beautiful morning. And from the distance you see some movement. And then towards you comes a tall, beautiful woman. She approaches slowly. You can hear her footsteps in the leaves. See the wind in her hair. You sit on a branch, on a trunk that has fallen, and this beautiful woman comes and sits next to you. This is Earth Mother. She has manifested here in the now to speak with you, her child, her friend, her great words of wisdom. For she is holding sacred space for you so that you can do your great work, Be who you came here to be. She takes one hand and places it upon your cheek so that your gaze meets hers. She looks into your eyes and she says, Malia, daiju kong pagi le matukualia, sanda de betjul holia mahal. Wana mahal, wala mo gunga hejite. Shatachi pokwal, but you kuaba bay. Songo de ten. Songo de petition le mate pichil, ushunguali pichil makamwam, sungonda bokombokoa. Sadi chipohalia, usokomodite mele matok chunque. Salam pitoil. Moi boy. And with that, she rises and she leaves as gracefully as she arrived. And you take a big deep breath and you look up into the sky at the leaves and you feel blessed to be here in the grove of the matriarchs and the patriarchs. Waha umbuchoy gahdike elam waha.
After a while, swing, you're beginning to feel full of the joys of springtime, knowing that for every day the sun will shine long as we lead up to the solstice energies, the summer solstice. Some paths in front of you through the grove of the matriarchs onward to the grove. You follow this path. The birds are singing. There's a new lightness. You're coming on to the sacred mountain. And the sun is, but you know you can get to the top of that mountain by nightfall. You know you can climb or climb. You know you can get over whatever obstacle is in, because Earth Mother has given you that message. Earth Mother has shared with you her frequencies. Earth Mother, the pathways out of despair, depression and regression, the pathways to joy, the pathways to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, the pathways to shut-ins, and know that you can make it to the top of your own say, no matter the naysayers. Now, you take your pathway up through you're in the frequency now. You can cover many steps with one step. You can make it to the top of your own sacred mountain. You can overcome all the things all the programs, all the conditioning. You love through self-healing and through self-mind, through the absolute love and belief, you can reach the top of your own sacred mountain. And you know you can do it before the sun goes down. There, you've reached the snow. eagle at the top, waiting for you to arrive. And there you are, as grandfather's son, west, showing you that all is well. You can stand on the top of your own sacred mountain. Look at your past, you can look at your present, and you can look at your future, and you can know and reassure yourself you are a natural born. You are meant to be here at this time, Prince, having your own vision, having your own perspective, and you are valued. You are part of Earth. You are a natural born being of Earth. Now, choi kai, chani kai koincha, chani ka, oinya, oika, oinya, kai chi, kine, kinichi, oho, aho.
To all of these frequencies. Oops. So that you may come back to your body, back to your mind, and back to your spirit. As a complex being living in the now, not allowing distortion to take you away, allowing these visions to solidify inside of you, so you may aid in the purging of the negative frequencies. For the next several days, you will be purging and purging. You may find yourself emotional. You may find yourself connected to spirit. Know that these are the times of grace, gifts being given to you to let go. Do not leave these gifts unwrapped. Journal about them. Write about them. And allow them to become real, solid for you. For the times to come in our potential future will be challenging body, minds, and spirits to look and pay attention to the world when your inner world is asking you to pay attention to it. Whatever goes on in the political or the governmental or the physical world, let it go. Let spring be in you. Let the passing of the seasons and the movement of the stars be a part of you. Let yourself open to the spring frequencies and purge out the old and prepare for the new. Come back to your body and allow yourself to solidify this healing experience of purging the negative and replacing it with the positive. Aho. Wow.
Aho.
Powerful energies. Very, very powerful energies. Dale, you wish to share anything? You're muted.
I just feel these no plan. Well, it's not a no plan. It's kind of going into Spirit's plan. Yeah. And it was interesting because when we were going through them, it was like connecting to that the spirit side and being able to what's next, what we're going to do next. And there was just things coming to me as I was going into it and saying, right, let's go through this. And it was that full nice trust with myself and trust with those around me, what's around me. It was just beautiful. And wow, I fucking, it's so good. Like some of the, I just like the unique flow of it and how everyone here is a master at doing it. And it's, thank you guys. I fucking love that shit. And I love guided meditation. When I first did it with Andrew on one of the first product, I was like, holy shit. I was like, see what, we just keep going and going. Then all of a sudden this kind of like expectation disappeared from me, and it just, right, it's a natural flow and it's innately in me whenever I'm available, turn it on. Quite not easy. I'd say it is easy, but it's not easy. It was like, I can turn it on now naturally and it just turns on, turns off. And I recommend it for people out there. Do a guided meditation yourself and just see if you can go into that natural flow and imagery. And yeah, fucking incredible shit, guys. I love it.
Maddie, what was it like for you?
It was lovely, and that's one of the first times I've done on air live things that I would actually do on myself. So these are the tree. The tree of life is a place that I've been to in my dreams. It was a dream that really touched me and gave me something of a premonition. But the tree of life, and then Earth Mother as well. When I'm at Sacred Mountain, I meet Earth Mother, and she'll come up to me in a meadow and speak to me. So I just felt this just happening. It's an absolute honor and a pleasure to be able to actually do this on this platform with you guys and all the people listening, because that flow that we have is because we've practiced it so many times, and this is what we do for our own personal practice. And it's very beautiful for me to share that. I'm touched, honestly. That was lovely. Yeah.
Laura, what was it like for you? You're muted.
Am I unmuted now? Because
Yes.
It's not me. Okay. It's just so engrossed in the meditation at the same time. So one, like listening to you guys, because it was just wonderful listening to you. Tears were flowing when Andrew was speaking about the lack of worth. It's a lot of people. It's a program a lot of us carry, and really was, my whole body was moved by that. And then, like the gunness before, and I love doing it this put on the spot to do it, because it makes you find your real, your knowingness. It makes you connect, and you have to forget about you get anything wrong. You're not going to get anything wrong. You just flow. And there wasn't much there I could come up with, I thought. And then suddenly, because you found you're in a knowingness and you're in a connection, or your source connection, it is available for you. And I'm picturing it in my mind. I'm also feeling it. And when you start to get into that, I think is able to come across, and I hope you can all share in that. Frequency feels amazing, and doing these with you guys is so it just brings back and why I'm here. It brings me back to my authentic self. So thanks, guys.
Wonderful. We're going to call it to an end of the show today. Dale, give a way for people to get a hold of you.
So if you'd like to pop on over to daletobin.com, Symmetry of Health website, I've got psychic surgery training dates coming up next month, the first week of next month. So if you want to learn and be a registered practitioner on the Symmetry of Health page as a psychic surgery practitioner, drop onto daletobin.com, and I am now teaching and training people for past life regression. So if you'd like to be a past life regression therapist as well, go on there, or a psychic surgery session. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Maddie, give a way for people to get a hold of you.
Okay, so I'm also a psychic surgeon and light language specialist. So I use a mixture of these different things to address whatever needs to be addressed. You can get hold of me and book me for sessions at twofeathersmedicine.com. Yeah, and that's about it, really.
Laura, give a way for people to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'm also at twofeathersmedicine.com, or you'll find me on my Facebook page, Medicine. I teach sacred self-mastery, sacral therapy, and all the usual things. So look me up if you love price, as the spring equinox special.
Okay. You all know who I am. You go to my website. You all know who I am. You go to my website, andrewbartzis.com. We have a variety of new products that are out there. We highly recommend you go and look at them. And if you wish to have a session with me, you can contact me through my website and begin that process. All right, everybody. Let's have a beautiful rest of the day. And Joel, take us away.